Welcome to online classes. In last class we studied the inverse trigonometric functions, that is inverse of sine and inverse of cosine function. Now the third one, that is we will discuss about inverse of tangent function. See, we know that what is tan x? Tan x can be defined as sin x by cos x, right? See, if cos x equal to 0, then sin by 0, that is not defined, right? So tan x is defined only if cos x is not equal to 0. See, but when cos x equal to 0, if x equal to odd multiple of pi by 2, that is x equal to 2n plus 1 pi by 2, where n belongs to z. For this values of x, cos x equal to 0, if cos x equal to 0, then tan x will be not defined. So in order to find the domain of tan, we have to exclude these values, right? So tan is a function from where to where, set of all real numbers minus the set containing these values of x, that is set of all x such that x equal to 2n plus 1 pi by 2, where n belongs to z to r. So this is the domain of tan function and this is the range. Now we will do the graph of tan. This graph is you already studied in first year. So along x-axis we will take the radian values, pi by 2, pi, 3 pi by 2, 2 pi, and then negative, it is minus pi by 2, minus pi, minus 3 pi by 2, minus 2 pi, and along y-axis, that is range, we have to take the real values. I will take 1, 2 and so on. Here negative values. Now we will do the graph. What is the value tan 0? Tan 0 is 0. What about tan pi by 2? It is not defined. So I will draw one dotted line here in order to draw the graph. See, in the first quadrant we know that tan is positive. So tan pi by 2 value is infinity. So graph should be like this, 0 to infinity. So this is regarding the graph of tan function in the first quadrant. Now again tan pi by 2 value is infinity, but pi by 2 to pi means it is in second quadrant. In second quadrant tan is negative, so minus infinity, whereas tan pi value is 0. So the graph gradually increases from minus infinity, then move on to 0 at the value pi. So this is the graph of tan function in second quadrant. Now we will move on to the third. In third quadrant we know that tan is positive. So again tan 3 pi by 2 value is infinity. Again the graph gradually increases from 0 to infinity. So this is the graph in pi to 3 pi by 2. And now the fourth quadrant, that is 3 pi by 2 to 2 pi, we know that in fourth quadrant tan is negative. So tan 3 pi by 2 infinity, but the value will be negative. So the graph gradually increases from minus infinity up to tan 2 pi value is 0. So this is the graph of tan function. Same graph repeats. So do the same one. So here negative, so graph look like this. next infinity to 0, next up to minus infinity, and here like this. So this is the graph of tan function. Now as a whole domain, that is, what is the domain? It is R minus this one. As a whole, if we are taking, see here at 0 and at pi, tan 0 is 0, also tan pi also 0, right? So here tan 0, which is equal to tan pi, both are equal, but 0 not equal to pi. So this condition will be not 1 1. So if function is not 1 1, then inverse of that function will be not defined, right? So we have to divide the whole domain, that is R minus set of all x such that x equal to 2n plus 1 pi by 2 where n belongs to z, into several intervals like this. See, if I take open interval minus pi by 2 to pi by 2, there is no repetition in the values, right? See, graph gradually increases from minus infinity to 0, then 0 to infinity. There is no repetition in the value. So if I divide the domain of tan into intervals like open interval minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. Why we are taking open interval? Because at the value, that is odd multiple of pi by 2, tan will be not defined. So we have to exclude the endpoints. So open interval minus pi by 2 to pi by 2, or next interval pi by 2 to 3 pi by 2, pi by 2 to 3 pi by 2, and so on. Again in the next side, it is minus 3 pi by 2 to minus pi by 2. So if we restrict the domain of tan function to one of these intervals, then the function tan function will be both 1 1 and on 2, and hence inverse of tan function exists. So the particular interval, that is open interval minus pi by 2 to pi by 2, if we restrict the tan function to domain of the tan function to this interval, the function will be both 1 1 and on 2, and this particular value is branch value is called as principal value branch. Now what is tan function can be defined as? Now tan is a function from domain, that is open interval minus pi by 2 to pi by 2, and range will be R. Then we can find the inverse. So if tan is a function from open interval minus pi by 2 to R, then we can find inverse of tan, that is tan inverse. So what is tan inverse? Is a function from R to open interval minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2. So this is the definition, whose domain is R and range is open interval minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2. So now we will do the graph. Here pi by 2, pi, 3 pi by 2, 2 pi, and here 0, here minus pi by 2, minus pi, so on, and along x-axis we have to take real numbers. So here 1, 2, so on, and negative x-axis minus 1, minus 2, so on. Now we will do the graph. See, when tan 0 value 0, again pi by 2 it is infinity, right? So the graph gradually increases, it is 0 to infinity. Next, this is second that means negative, that is minus infinity to 0, again 0 to infinity. Same, just to tilt the graph, you can clearly understand this. So next one, fourth quadrant, again negative side. So like this the graph continues. Now along negative side of y, so here it is minus infinity. Next plus infinity to 0. Suppose if I get here minus 3 pi by 2, the graph looks like this. So this is the graph of tan inverse function. Is it clear? So we have to restrict the domain of tan function to intervals like open interval minus pi by 2 to pi by 2, pi by 2 to 3 pi by 2, and so on. The range with the particular band, that is open interval minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2, is called as principal value branch. So if we restrict the domain of tan function to these intervals, then only tan is both 1 1 and on 2. So we can get the inverse of tan, that is tan inverse, whose domain is R and range is open interval minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2. So this is the graph of tan inverse function. Now we can define some properties, that is tan of tan inverse x equal to x only if x belongs to domain of tan inverse. So what is the domain of tan inverse? It is R. So here x must be belongs to R. Similarly, tan inverse of tan x equal to x, tan inverse of tan x equal to x if x belongs to the domain of tan, that is here x belongs to open interval minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2. So these are the important properties of tangent function. So this is third one. Now we will do the fourth one, that is chord function. Now chord function. Now how to write cot x? What is the formula? It is cos x by sin x. If sin x equal to 0, then cot x will not define, right? When sin x value is 0, sin x equal to 0 implies x equal to n pi, where n belongs to z. So if x takes multiple of pi value, then sin x will be 0 and cot x will be not defined. So we have to take the domain of cot such as set of real numbers minus these particular values, that is set of all x such that x equal to n pi, where n belongs to z, and range of cot function is R. So the domain of cot is R minus set of all x such that x equal to n pi, where n belongs to z, and range is R. Now we will do the graph of cot function. Here we have to take the radian measures, that is pi by 2, pi, 3 pi by 2, 2 pi. Here minus pi by 2, minus pi, minus 3 pi by 2, minus 2 pi, and here 1 2, here minus 1, minus 2. Now, what is the value cot 0? We know that tan 0 value is 0. So, cot 0 will be not defined. In first quadrant, cot is positive. So, plus infinity. Now, what is the value cot pi by 2? 0. What is the value cot pi? Again, not defined. So, since the function is not defined in multiples of pi, at that values the value of cot will be infinity, right? Now see, at the cot the value of cot 0 is infinity, whereas cot pi by 2, what is the value cot pi by 2? It is 0. Now the graph should come like this. The graph gradually decreases from infinity to 0. So this is the graph of the function in first quadrant. Now pi by 2 to pi means cot lies in second quadrant. In second quadrant we know that cot is negative. So cot pi value is infinity, but since it is in second quadrant, value will be minus infinity. So the graph gradually decreases from 0 to minus pi by 2. So this is the graph in second quadrant. Now we will move on to the third one. We know that in third quadrant cot is positive. Again cot pi value infinity, but in the third it is plus infinity. Again 3 pi by 2 value is 0. So graph gradually decreases from infinity to 0. Now 3 pi by 2 to 2 pi, fourth quadrant, cot is negative. At 2 pi value infinity, but since it is negative, it will be minus infinity. So the graph gradually decreases from 0 to minus infinity. So this is the graph of cot function in the interval 0 to 2 pi. Same graph repeats. Like this. So this is the graph of cot function. Now we have to do the graph of cot inverse. Before that, check whether this function is 1 1 or not. See here we can check that cot pi by 2 0, cot 3 pi by 2 0, right? So here we have cot pi by 2 is equal to cot 3 pi by 2, but pi by 2 value is not equal to 3 pi by 2. So 1 1 condition will be not satisfied here. So as it is, if we take the domain like this, cot function is not 1 1, hence its inverse cannot be find, right? So we have to divide the whole domain into several intervals. Now see here, from 0 to pi, if I take the interval like this, that is open interval 0 to pi, see the graph, there is no repetition in the values, right? Actually graph decreases from infinity to 0 and 0 to minus infinity. So in this interval, since there is no repetition in the values, the function will be 1 1. So in this particular interval we restrict the domain, cot will be both 1 1 and onto, hence cot inverse will be defined. So we have to divide the domain into the intervals like open interval 0 to pi, next open interval pi to 2 pi, or here minus pi to 0, so on. So if we divide the domain of cot into intervals like this, then in this intervals cot will be both 1 1 and onto, hence cot inverse will be defined. And in particular the open interval 0 to pi, is called as principal value branch. So now we have to restrict the domain of COT R minus set of all x such that x equal to n pi where n belongs to Z2, open interval 0 to pi to R. Hence COT inverse is a function from R to open interval 0 to pi. So domain of COT inverse is R and range of COT inverse is 0 to pi. Now we will do the graph. So along x-axis we have to take real numbers. 1, 2, here minus 1, minus 2, so on. And along y-axis we have to take the radian measures, that is pi by 2, pi, 3 pi by 2, 2 pi. Here it is minus pi by 2, minus pi, minus 3 pi by 2 and so on. Now at pi values the value of will be infinity, right? So just draw one dotted line. Now COT 0 infinity, COT pi by 2, just tilt the graph, you will get a correct picture. So here it is infinity to 0. Next second quadrant means minus, right? So it is 0 to like this. So this is the graph in first quadrant, first and second. Again third one positive, so at pi value infinity 0, next up to minus infinity. Same graph repeats. So the graph will be like this. And same graph continues. So this is the graph of COT inverse. So what is the domain of COT inverse? It is R. What about range? Open interval 0 to pi. Now what are the two properties we can define? One is COT of COT inverse, second one is COT inverse of COT, that is COT of COT inverse x equal to x, where x belongs to the domain of COT inverse. What is the domain of COT inverse? R. So x belongs to R, and COT inverse of COT x equal to x, where x belongs to the domain of COT, that is open interval 0 to pi. So these are the two properties regarding COT function. So this is both the tan and COT. Now we will move on to the next one, that is sec function, secant function. Fifth one, fifth function, secant function. How to define sec x? Sec x equal to 1 by cos x. if cos x value is 0, then sec x will be not defined. So when cos x equal to 0, when x is odd multiple of pi by 2, then cos will be 0, hence sec x will not defined, right? So we have to exclude that values, that is sec is a function whose domain is set of all real numbers minus set of all x such that x is odd multiple of pi by 2 where n belongs to z. What about range? See, we will write the range after completion of the graph. It will be more clear to you. See, along x-axis we have to write the radian measures pi by 2, pi, 3 pi by 2, 2 pi. Here minus pi by 2, minus pi, minus 3 pi by 2, minus 2 pi, and along y-axis 1, 2, here minus 1, minus 2. Now what is the value sec 0? We know that cos 0 is 1, right? So sec 0 is also 1. Next, what is the value sec pi by 2? See, cos pi by 2 value is 0. So 1 by 0 is not defined. So at the value pi by 2, function is not defined, or at odd multiples of pi by 2, sec function will not define. So like this. So again, see here there is no values in between 0 to 1. So again I will draw one more line. So graph should not exceed this line. See, sec 0 value is 1 and sec pi by 2 not defined. In first quadrant sec is positive. So graph gradually increases from 1 to infinity, correct? Now we will move on to the second quadrant. In second quadrant, again pi by 2 value means infinity, but in second quadrant sec is negative, so graph must be starting from where? Minus infinity. And what is the value sec pi? It is minus 1. So again I will draw one more line here, that is minus 1. See, now look the graph at pi by 2 infinity, but since it is in the second quadrant negative, so graph is gradually increases from minus infinity. At the value of pi, the value will be minus 1. Again third quadrant sec negative, again 3 pi by 2 means minus infinity, so again graph decreases from minus 1 to minus infinity. This is regarding the third quadrant. Now what about fourth quadrant? In fourth quadrant sec is positive. At the value 3 pi by 2, sec 3 pi by 2 will be not defined. So you have to start from here, and at the value of 2 pi, value will be 1. So graph should gradually decrease from infinity to 1. So this is the graph of sec function in 0 to 2 pi. Same graph repeats. Just copy this and paste it here. So the graph looks like this. So this is the graph of sec function. Now we know that already domain, that is what is domain? R minus set of all x such that x equal to 2n plus 1 pi by 2 where n belongs to z. Now see the range. How to define or how to find the range? We have to see along the y-axis. See, on positive side of y-axis, the graph starts from 1 and above 1, right? There is no graph in between 0 to 1. Similarly, in negative y-axis, the graph starts from minus infinity up to where the graph lies only up to minus 1. In between minus 1 to 0 there is no graph. So r minus, since both the minus 1 and plus 1 are included, we have to remove this one, that is open interval minus 1 to 1. So this is the range of secant function. So sec is a function from r minus set of all x such that x equal to 2n plus 1 pi by 2 where n belongs to z, and range is r minus open interval minus 1 to 1. Now we will check whether this function is 1 1 or not. See, in the graph the value sec 0 is 1. Similarly sec 2 pi is also 1, right? Here sec 0 equal to sec 2 pi, both the values are equal to 1, but is 0 equal to 2 pi? No. So since 0 not equal to 2 pi, the sec function is not 1 1, hence inverse of the sec function cannot be defined. So we have to divide the domain of sec function into such particular interval so that the function will be both 1 1 and onto, so that we can find sec inverse. Now see, as it is, if I take from minus pi by 2 to pi by 2, the value repeats, right? See, for some values the graph has same value, so we have to divide the interval closed interval 0 to pi, but at the value of pi by 2 the value is infinity, means what? It is not defined. So we have to divide the interval like closed interval 0 to pi minus the set containing the value pi by 2. Again pi to 2 pi excluding the value 3 pi by 2. Here minus pi to 0 excluding minus pi by 2. So we have to divide the domain of sec into intervals like 0 to pi minus set containing the value pi by 2, or pi to 2 pi minus the odd multiple lies in between is 3 pi by 2, or minus pi to 0 minus pi by 2. So if we divide the domain of sec function into these such intervals and restrict the domain into one of these intervals, we can get the function is both 1 1 and onto, hence sec inverse can be found. See here graph, in first one, that is 0 to pi by 2, the graph gradually increases from 1 to infinity, there is no repetition. Similarly from pi by 2 to pi, if we see, the graph gradually increases from minus infinity to minus 1, there is no repetition, right? So in these intervals the function can be both 1 1 and onto. And now, and this particular value is called as principal value branch. So we can define sec function, domain can be restricted to 0 to pi minus pi by 2 to range is r minus open interval minus 1 to 1. So sec inverse is a function whose domain is r minus open interval minus 1 to 1 to range is 0 to pi minus pi by 2. Now we will do the graph. So here we have to 1 minus 1 2 minus 2 so on, and along y axis pi by 2, pi, 3 pi by 2, 2 pi, and here minus pi by 2, minus pi, so on. Now see, sorry, here at the pi by 2 the graph will not define, just tilt the graph and do the graph. Now what is the value sec 0? It is 1. Again sec pi by 2, 1. So graph looks like this. Now second quadrant, minus infinity at the pi minus 1. So like this. Again third quadrant, again negative. So minus 1 to minus infinity. Next, and at the fourth quadrant, at 3 pi by 2 infinity, and at 2 pi 1. So this is the graph of sec inverse, and now repeat the same. That is here 1 to infinity and so on. So this is the graph of sec inverse function. So sec inverse is a function whose domain is R minus open interval minus 1 to 1 to closed interval 0 to pi minus pi by 2. Now we will write the two properties as earlier, that is sec of sec inverse x equal to x, where x belongs to the domain of sec inverse, that is x belongs to R minus open interval minus 1 to 1, and sec inverse of sec x, that is x, where x belongs to the domain, that is x belongs to open interval 0 to pi minus pi by 2. So these are the two properties regarding second function. So in next class we will do the graph, domain, range of cosec function and also inverse of cosec function. Thank you.